Hello, thank you for joining Bounty ICO News, your YouTube channel that brings in the most exciting and promising ICOs that are happening on the cryptosphere. So today I'm going to talk about another exciting and a very unique ICO by the name of XY Oracle Network, or simply it's called XYO Network. Now the project is based in United States, especially in San Diego, California, and they started their business back in 2012, where they focused on technologies related to Internet of Things and location-based technologies. And back in 2014, they actually build their hardware, which is a Bluetooth item finder. So it's basically related to location finding technologies, and these guys are trying to revolutionize the location technology on a global scale. So they are addressing some shortcomings of current location technologies like GPS, and we'll go into those things. We'll talk about those things through the within this review. So let's scroll down. So what they're trying to do is that they're trying to create smart contracts to interact with the real world as if they were an API. Now, this is the most important thing. The rationale behind their unique technology is based on the fact that GPS, the current worldwide use global positioning system, has some shortcomings. For example, it can be jammed, it's prone to spoofing and cyber attacks. So because of those shortcomings, XYO Network has come up with a revolutionary technology, a location-based technology that is mediated through the blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. So they are going to give importance to certainty and security. Those properties are the core foundation of their technology, and that's why they are called XY, meaning like the X coordinate and the Y coordinate on an XY coordinate system. XY Oracle Network, or XYO Network. So they are striving to build this new technology, location-based location data technology, and initially it will complement the currently widespread GPS technology, and in the future they are expecting that this will completely replace the GPS system. So let's further scroll down. So these are some the network, the XYO network, and the whole ecosystem. They are showing a diagram of that. So there are key components in this XYO network, and the first component of interest is called the sentinels. So these are basically Bluetooth beacons, and as I told you before, they have already built more than 1 million of these hardware units. So they have the uniqueness. The special thing about this project is that the company or the enterprise, they already have a working model. Actually, it's not a software thing, it's an hardware. It's an hardware electronic device, a Bluetooth beacon. So sentinels, basically they record the location, and then there's something called the bridges. They basically transmit the data, the location data. And then the third component of the XYO network is called the archivists. So the archivist, basically, as the name implies, stores that data, and and then the diviners, they basically search for the answer. Excuse me. So those are the four main components of the XYO network, and there are some two unique technologies, concepts that are that are the core foundations of this XYO technology. One is called the proof of origin, and the other one is called the bound witness. So using proof of origin and bound witness, they are trying to enhance the certainty and the security of this particular location technology protocol, which you cannot find in the current GPS location technologies, GPS system. And because of this uniqueness, this particular system cannot be hacked, cannot be spoofed, or get cyber attacked. So that's the interesting thing, and an underlying reason for that is the use of blockchain, where security is of utmost importance, and anonymity is there, and it's basically tamper free. Okay, so you can read more about the bound witness, that concept, and the proof of origin on their white paper. So that's something that if you are technically savvy, I suggest you download their white paper. I'll show you where to download the white paper in a minute. And it's a good read. So their CEO is Arito. So I'll talk about him later. So basically, like, the platform can interact. It's basically a protocol. Developers can come and build their decentralized apps on this platform, and this system is built to support major blockchain platforms like Ethereum, Cardano, EOS, IOTA. So many other platforms are compatible with XYO network. So the creators of the XYO network has thought about that very carefully. Their network supports some of the major blockchain platforms that are on the cryptosphere. So that's a very good thing. And then these are some other, like they have a web client called XY Gamma, a JavaScript enabled an app, and then there are like new location query. So these are some of the things that they have developed. Smart contract API platforms. XYO networks, one of their objectives is to provide blockchain developers with access to real world location data using whatever the decentralized application platform that they wish to use. For example, these are some of the application platforms that a prospective developer can use to create the dApps. And this is the Ethereum smart contract written in Solidity, so they have posted that. And this is something important. You might ask the question, okay, where can I use this XYO network, this particular technology? Well, right now I believe that it's a very new idea, it's a new technology that they are coming up with. It's not widespread. Their intention is to market it and make it, bring it to a certain level that it will become, widespread on a global scale. But they have given some use cases where we can use this particular technology, basically for e-commerce. Then medical care and hospital, we can use this location data, location reliant data for that. Rental car agencies can use these things. Commercial airline luggage logistics can use these things. Insurance agencies can use these technologies. And also the Transport Security Administration, TSA, like a federal agency, they can use location reliant data to support their own programs and their activities, and also drone package delivery systems. So these are some of the handful of examples where XYO technology can assimilate, can incorporate, and help these businesses and agencies to thrive and expand. So as time goes on with their development, with their expansion, I believe that this will be a major player in the location reliant trade markets, basically like location technologies. Okay, so they have a whole, a strata of like social media. Their GitHub is very active. Their Telegram is very active. So you can ask questions through Telegram. They have like some superb, admins that will help you, that will guide you on how to purchase tokens, and ask questions about the project, any updates. You can use their social media to do that. So let's talk about for example their team. So when it comes to their team, as I told you, they are based in San Diego, California, and the CEO of the project, so I believe this is their California location, San Diego location. So Ari Trow is their founder and architect. Then Scott is the co-founder and head of marketing. They have their head of operation, Marcus Levin. William Long is their head of hardware. So these people, as I told you, they initiated this company back in 2012. So they have created a hardware unit. They have made over a million of those units. So they are capable of doing it. They are capable of scaling it up. And they have already shown, working together, achieving goals and things like that. And recently, they were able to, collaborate with another startup that basically do the same thing. Now, these guys, when it comes to location data, the location data is obtained real time, and they are time-dependent location data. That is not fixed locations that are moving, for example, vehicles, airplanes, things like that. So this project is basically focused on that. Recently, what they have done is that they have, welcome, members of another project called Geo, which is also related to location technologies, but Geo works with fixed locations, and they have invited the blockchain engineers and other people of Geo project to XYO network. So this will further strengthen the XYO network. And in terms of advisors, I'm very interested about Raul Jordan. He's an advisor here, and recently he won a fellowship grant, about 100,000 US dollars, recently to do with blockchain technologies. So he's an expert. So he's advising this XYO project. So there are a lot of venture capitalists, experienced marketers, experts in blockchain technology. They are all helping out this project. So they have a very strong, young, capable team, plus a really experienced, well-connected, influential set of advisors helping them out. So there are a lot of advisors. You can read them. There are a short description about their expertise, their academic backgrounds are given here. So I welcome you to read these things and get a basic idea about what the project is and where they are heading. Then let's talk about the token. So this token is an ERC20 token. It's based on the Ethereum blockchain, the Ethereum platform. Their token metrics are not that clear, so they don't have a regular token metrics. I couldn't find anything like the distribution of funds, distribution, the token allocation among team players, the ICO, the private sale, and things like that. What they have is this page. So the total projected XYO token supply is like 24 billion tokens. Projected public sale cap is 48 million US dollars, and up to date 507 million XYO tokens have been sold. So some token tracker summary is given here. You can the number of decimals, the ERC20 contract is given, the token symbol, the type, it's an ERC20 Ethereum token that is on the Ethereum platform. So those are given. So you can see, there's 29 days left for the public sale. So you can, if you like, you can register here and get your tokens. After 29 days, the unallocated tokens will be burned. So they are not going to save those and inject back into the market. They are going to basically burn all the unallocated tokens. And if you read their white paper, they say that they have a tire like token sale, where initially I believe for 1 ETH you get like 100,000 XYO tokens, and at the very end, at the last stages of the token sale, for 1 ETH you get like 33,000 XYO tokens. So you can read those things in detail on their white paper. So and the roadmap. So let's look at the roadmap. The roadmap basically gives you, what they are up to. Like, as I told you, they already have a working product. As I told you, they launched, a Bluetooth GPS consumer business back in 2012, and they have already more than 1 million beacons across the world. So in 2017, XY releases groundbreaking GPS tracking device, the XY GPS. They have already developed more than 1 million XY devices. And in 2008, the first quarter, the XYO token will be minted to be used for smart contracts to access the XYO network. And in the third and the fourth quarter, they are going to launch the XY Oracle main network web application. And later on, they are going to release the trackers and things like that for e-commerce packages. So in 2019, XY to grow global network of diversified location sentinel devices. So in 2019, you will see this technology, expanding on a global scale. So it's very exciting. This is I believe this has a lot of implications for future location-based technology, as they clearly say there are some shortcomings of GPS technology. So with this, I believe they with progress, development, and research, they will be able to hopefully replace GPS with XYO network. So these are just giving you a summary of the market. The location reliant trade market is like 11 trillion US dollars that incorporates travel, delivery services, tracking certain objects, starting from their point of origin to the destination. You have to track all those things. So like, so this is a huge market. They are going to revolutionize this huge market using decentralization, blockchain, and cryptocurrencies. So I'm very excited about this project. This is a very unique project. They are going to bring us a new concept, a new technology. And if you are interested in investing on their tokens, do your due diligence and invest your hard-earned money wisely. So with that note, I conclude my presentation. Subscribe to our channel for more exciting reviews about ICOs, and I wish you all the best and have a nice day. Bye bye.